Hey there guys, welcome back. This week we're going to go hit up a couple places because I have some time off from work. I'm going to search a couple locations that date back at least to the early 1900s, if not the 1800s. So I'm also hoping for my first silver of the year. Haven't found that yet. And we'll see what else pops up out of the ground. So let's get straight to it. Well, you guys, welcome back. I just started hunting about 5 minutes ago, and I've already got myself a pile of zinc pennies and a bottle cap, and I just got myself kind of a 80 signal with the Fisher Gold Bug Pro, and I popped this out and thought I had a quarter at first, but actually I got myself a token, a little car wash token. Looks like it's been through the lawnmower. It's pretty bent up, but not a bad find. I'll take a token any day. So let's get back to it and find some other things. Well, I just popped out a quarter. This is, I think, my second or third quarter for the day, which is good. And then I got a signal right next to it, and I got myself a Chuck E. Cheese token. So I've got token number 2 for the day, where a kid can be a kid. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, this franchise went under last year due to the coronavirus pandemic, but still kind of neat. I'll throw it in the bag and get back to hunting. Well, I'm a little ways down the hillside now, and I've got another Chuck E. Cheese token, 2005, and then I've got the metallic side off of an old cap gun. Pretty common find and kind of neat. Oh, I'll pick that back up, but that's 2 more things to put in the bag. This was just a really odd find. Check this out. I got myself kind of a coin signal, and I popped out my plug, kind of, and saw that. It's still kind of buried, but I believe that's probably an aluminum religious piece, and it might be a rosary, like a Catholic rosary. Let's see if I can pull this all out. Hey, check it out. There's a cross on there too. Oh, a piece of a cross. I'll dig around and see if I can't find it. The other missing piece. That's pretty cool. I actually got my first rosary not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, and this appears to be a second one. So, not a bad find. Well, here's something pretty cool. I just popped something out of the ground that I was really not expecting. Check that out. I just got myself some sort of tag. It says Missouri University, 1907 on it. I don't know what that is. I'm thinking it might be like a luggage tag, but I'm not 100% on that. And I assume it's probably the University of Missouri. It's a pretty big organization in the state of Missouri, so they've got quite a number of facilities, but pretty cool. We'll throw that in the bag and keep hunting. Well, folks, I'm just kind of wandering around right now, and haven't got too many targets here in the last few minutes, but I just looked over, and I think I see a $5 bill sitting on top of the ground. Check that out. I hope it's complete. It looks like it has a big rip in it. Oh yeah, $5. Wow, it's got a big bite out of it, but that looks like a $5 bill. It might actually be still spendable. What the heck? That's pretty neat. What on earth is that doing out here? We'll put that away and keep hunting. I've always been a big believer in digging the weird signals. So like these were both very strange signals in the ground. They were in the 60s, kind of jumpy, then jumped up into the 70s. They're both trash items. I mean, you have an aluminum nail and then a fishing lure. They're both something that I'll eventually probably just throw away. But that's how you find some of the good stuff. These could have been rings or something like that. But we'll throw it in the bag and hopefully find something better than this. It's a lot of fun finding a pocket spill where somebody sat down like in the grass and all the change is rolled out of their pocket and it's in the same little hole together. But I just got these 9 zinc pennies and 1 copper penny. So not a bad find, but I wish it was just a little bit older. So. Well, I think people have parties out here because I just looked over and there's a lot of trash out here, but I just looked over here and look what I just spotted. I got another dollar bill, another form of currency. Look at that. I got a $1. That's awesome. We'll put that away. We're making some money today. Well, sitting in some ugly clay, rocky soil, I just popped something out that's kind of interesting. Don't know what I have though. It almost looks like a little brass or copper badge, Not entirely sure. I'll have to clean it up better at home, but it almost looks like there's buildings. I think this is the reverse of it. You can almost see like buildings. There's like a church or something there, but I don't know what that's going to be. Hopefully it cleans up pretty well, because it's certainly an interesting little piece of metal. So pretty cool. On to the next find. Hey guys, I'm going to jump in here right now. I'm actually back at my house. That little badge, after a little bit of cleaning, revealed itself to be something pretty cool and very unexpected. It took a lot of work and a lot of really fine detailed cleaning, but take a look at this. After about 30 minutes of really being delicate with this little badge and removing the encrusted junk off of it, I finally have an identification of kind of what it is. This is really unusual. It's an airplane of all things, and it's an early airplane. I'm not exactly sure what era, probably the 1900s or the 19-teens. To me, it looks like a Blériot, if anyone's ever heard of that. That was the first type of aircraft that actually crossed the English Channel in 1909. But you can see the two wheels down here, the propeller, the two wings, the pilot, and the tail. And if I had to take a guess, it looks like kind of a German or French town in the background down here. So I really don't know exactly what this thing is from. If somebody else knows more than I do, I would love for you to comment. It's very unusual for me to find early aviation material like this, but I will gladly take it. That is really cool. So let's get back to hunting, you guys. I just got my first one of these for the week. Check it out. It's a key. It's actually only part of a key, but it is a John Deere key, so it's probably for a tractor or a lawnmower. Pretty cool. I'll throw it in the bag. Well, this was a really shallow coin. It was only like an inch down, but I got myself a wheat penny. And it's actually my second for the week. I dug one up in the dark the other day, and I'll show that in the wrap up. But it's nice to find some wheat pennies, something just a little bit older for the coinage. We'll throw it in the bag and keep hunting. All right, you guys, I have my fingers crossed right now because I just got a high signal, like an 83, 84, and I look down on the grass and I have a ring, and I'm hoping it's not aluminum. I'm hoping it's silver, my first silver of the year. So let's take a look together. Can you see it? It's right down here. It's stuck in some of the grass. What do we have? Oh no, I think it's a brass ring. Oh man. Oh well. I think it's a junker, but still pretty cool. Got a ring for the week. Here's another really strange find. This was just sitting in the grass. Look at that. It's a little brass bell with what appears to be an owl on the top of it. So that's very different. That's about the last thing I was expecting to find out here. Kind of neat though. Wow, there are a lot of coins just sitting in the grass out here, but I just got myself an 80 signal and actually got a token. I got an Aladdin's Castle token. This probably hasn't been out here too long. This is a arcade that is long since defunct, but still pretty cool. I believe that's Aladdin's Castle. Pretty cool. I found these before. Well, here was another weird and unexpected coin sitting in the grass. I got a 10 Pfennig from 1950. That's pretty cool. Don't find these too often, so it's a German coin. That is really neat. I believe it's West Germany, but I could be wrong about that. Not a bad find. I guess I need to hold my breath because I keep finding strange stuff here in the grass. Somebody was carrying around kind of a weird pocket full of change. Looks like they had a Aladdin's Castle token, a German coin, and now they had a Mexican coin. These are all just literally stuck in the grass, so I'll go around this area a little bit more. Maybe we'll find something else. Well, I guess somebody was carrying around a bunch of foreign coins. Here's another one, a weird one too. I actually don't know where this is from. Centai, 5 centai. On this side, it's got a knight, it looks like. Letuva, 1991. It's an aluminum coin. I don't know where that's from. I'll have to look that one up. That's pretty cool, actually. I did it. I actually just got my first silver of the year. That's awesome. I found another ring just sitting in the grass, and I've already looked at it, and it's marked 925. So first definite silver of the year. Let's take a look. I had to move some of the leaves away, but it was just sitting in the grass. Check that out. That is sweet. It's marked 925 in there somewhere. It's not too bad of a ring. It's got a stone in it, or a couple stones, may even be diamonds, but regardless, it's definitely a silver ring. That is awesome. We'll clean it up and take a better look at it in the wrap-up. Hey everybody, I'm back at the house now. It's the day after my last hunt for the week. I ended up getting that piece of silver right at the end of my last hunt. So just kind of goes to show that you should be persistent in this hobby. That's how you find some of the better things. We've got some accumulation coming down. We're getting some snow, but let's do a wrap up and look at the board. Well, the snow is definitely coming down right now. I apologize if it's going to be difficult to see some of this stuff, but there's my trash for the week. I found just a ton of stuff. I even found a remote control sitting in the grass. But just know that if you're going to go out metal detect, you're going to come home with just a bag full of trash. I even picked up a bunch of stuff that was sitting on top of the ground out in some of these locations. So be a good steward of the land and take all that junk with you. But we're going to look over here at the board. I found a ton of change this week. Part of the reason, too, I think, is because I went to an area where in the summertime, a lot of panhandlers live, and I think they dropped a lot of change out there, so I found a ton of money. We'll start down here, actually. I ended up getting another vaping pen, some little bits and bobs, just kind of junky stuff, to be honest with you. There's some coins wrapped in plastic. I'll have to take that apart after a while and see what's inside of there. Got a little row of nickels, a huge row of copper pennies. I think I found over 100. I think I've got about 70 dimes, I think 48 quarters. I think I found a grand total of about $20 and change. That includes my $5 bill and my $1 bill. I found about $26 and change, or in money in total, so it's not bad. There's a lens to something or other. Kind of an odd find. Brass fitting, cog, part to a flashlight more than likely, little piece of brass. There's a piece off of a cap gun, brass pipe or copper pipe. All my zinc pennies, found lots and lots of those. There's a piece of a fishing lure. There's that little bell. Gosh, that's an odd find. Little copper ring. Don't know what that is. If somebody out there knows, please let me know. It's a very unusual little piece of metal. Probably a piece off of a toy if I had to take a guess. There's that little token, car wash token. I ended up getting 4 Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Wow, that's pretty cool. Here's that rosary, more than likely a rosary. There's actually, this is the thing that's metal that it was ringing up on it. It looks gold, but it's actually, I think, like anodized aluminum. So it's like just an aluminum medallion. There's probably another piece off of a flashlight. Thought that was a ring when I first dug that up. Kind of sad. Oh, it's got something on there I didn't even notice before. So kind of neat. Don't know what that says. There's a bell, more than likely for a bicycle. Aluminum bell. What else do we have down here? Ended up getting a toy car. Didn't show you guys that. Kind of neat. It's in pieces, unfortunately. It is a Matchbox or Hot Wheels. Kind of cool. I got a watch that was sitting in the ground. It's in terrible shape, but kind of neat though. There's the brake off of a bicycle. That's an odd find. Kind of neat though. There's a bullet, some little copper rivets. Those are pretty old actually. Little brass thingamajig. I got a lead fishing weight, 1.5 ounces. Some more kind of junky things to come out of the ground. Don't know what that's from. Here's my good finds though. My best finds of the week. Sorry, I know it's kind of ugly out here. I ended up identifying this. This is a Lithuanian coin, if you can believe that. Never found one before. Pretty neat though. It's about the era that the Soviet Union fell to. And so this, I think they gained independence in 1990. Lithuania did. Pretty neat. I've never found one of those, obviously. There's that Mexican coin. I think it's 20 centavos. I ended up getting a Canadian copper cent as well. 1968, I believe. West German coin, 10 Pfennig. I think it's actually a steel-plated coin. There's that Aladdin's Castle token, kind of neat. There's also my piece of a key. The only key I got this week, surprisingly. I also ended up with 3 wheat pennies. I believe one is a 1945, is this one. And then I got a 1951 and a 1958. These two actually threw in my bag. I didn't even realize I found them until I got them home. And then here are actually my 2 best finds for the week. This is really a neat little thing. This little aviation pen, that has got to be pretty early. I'd love for somebody to tell me more about it. That is a really cool, interesting find. And then this is also really neat. I believe this is probably a watch fob, if I had to guess. Probably for someone that presumably graduated from the University of Missouri in 1907. That's my guess. If somebody out there knows more than I do, please let me know. I was going to show you guys too. I'm assuming this is a watch fob. Here's some more of the other really neat watch fobs I found over the years. Peter's Weatherbird shoes. That was a popular shoe back in the 19-teens and the 20s. So it's kind of the era that this was a watch fob. The top of it, unfortunately, is broken off, but pretty neat little find. And then over here, this is in my top 10 favorite finds. This is actually another watch fob. Taft Hadley. This gentleman ran for the governor in 1908, and he was supported by William Howard Taft. And he won the presidency, and he won the governorship in 1908. And they were both sworn in 1909, I believe. So pretty neat. Oops, I almost forgot to mention my piece of silver for the week. Here it is. This is my first piece of silver for the year. You can see right there, 925. That's a neat little ring. A lot better quality than some of the other kind of junky kids rings that I dig up, but that's awesome. I'm happy to get my first silver of the year. First silver of 2021. Took me a little bit longer than I thought it would, but that's how metal detecting goes. Once again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. We had a lot of fun this week. Found some neat things, some pretty cool relics. Got my first silver, and had a lot of fun. So please clean up the ground out there. Have a good week, and I'll see you later. Bye now.